Okay, we got I'm fat, but I eat vegetables. Secret Eaters from Big Craig. Uh, yeah. Okay. What is going on with Secret Eaters?
If someone asked you how many calories you ate a day, do you think you'd know? Or if you did, do you think you'd tell the truth? Well, that's
Oh, um, so like me personally, there was a time in my life where I used to like count calories, and I actually like dieted down. I used like my fitness pal to like track everything and like all that shit. And I don't remember how long. I think it was like either 3 or 4 months. I did it, and what did I start with? I think I started at like maybe 2,500 calories or something, like something modest or whatever. And then I think either I forgot what I did. I think it was like every was it like month or maybe every week. I think I minus like 100 calories. But I mean, it's if I did it for 3 months, that's like was that like 3 6 like 900. I think I did like 100 calories a week. I mean, it was my first time doing it. And then if that's about, I mean, 4 times 8, 12. No, did I? I don't remember. I did something like kind of modest or whatever. And it was kind of, event like in the beginning, it was like kind of tough to like figure out like how to track everything because you're tracking like every meal. Um, and then you have to include like almost everything. Like everything you have to make is like you make it. Like there can be like, because if you have like a burger or something, you have to factor in like even the calories from the vegetables like on the burger, like the lettuce, tomato, and onion, the cheese, the burger, the bread, and all that other bullshit. So I was like, okay, I can't go out and eat at all ever. And I was eating everything myself. I was weighing everything out on a little scale and everything. And yeah, it worked. Count calories and like actually dieting, it works. And surprisingly, you save a lot of money. It's crazy. You actually save a lot of money.
exactly what Secret Eaters tried to figure out when they launched their brutal weight loss show, which followed people who claimed they ate very little food but still managed to gain weight. A mystery which was easily solved as the stars of the show were followed by private investigators who
Hmm.
looked at their eating habits,
Oh
often with
shit.
humiliating results. The episode I found to be the most brutal was in season 1 of the show, which featured 26-year-old Ronnie, an investigator for the police who weighed 21 stone 5 pounds.
Bro, what the fuck how much is that? 21 stone. Come on. You gonna make me do this? Oh my god. Not even the courtesy to give me it in kilos. How many lbs is 1 stone? 14 pounds. Okay, so oh god. Okay, so 21 times 14 plus 5. Oh my god, it's close to 300. Eh. God. Oh, at 26, what's happening?
Which is around 300 pounds.
The amount that I'm eating is not 21 stones worth of food, and it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, because it's a cumulative. If you are always eating in a caloric surplus, you are going to put on weight. Caloric surplus is the key word. You are in a caloric surplus. Some days you might be like plus 500, other days you might be plus 1,000. Either way, you either put on weight fast or you put on weight slow. Either way, you're in a caloric surplus.
Despite being able to investigate crimes, she can't seem to solve the mystery of her weight gain, which is exactly what we'll figure out soon. Ronnie isn't the only one who feels slightly too large too, with her fiancé Stuart also claiming he has no idea why he's piling on weight, as they eat what they describe as a healthy diet.
We make all of our own food, it's all
This just goes to show you, if you're a woman There's at least one dude who will simp over you. There always is.
Home cooked. Quite wholesome meals that all have veg in them.
Obviously, to me and you,
I mean, that's fine. But if you're eating like a shitload of pasta, like that was a decent sized bowl of pasta. All the pasta in the world and all the vegetables, like you're going to add pasta, you're going to add vegetables, you're going to add meat, you're going to add sauce, maybe you're going to sprinkle on some cheese. Like that ends up being a lot of calories. That ends up being like a 1,500 plus calorie dish just for one meal. And that's just one meal. All right. And like what are you eating like your other meal times?
it's pretty obvious that they can't be eating healthy food, as we know that the only way to lose weight is to eat less calories than you burn. And this can be made easy when you sign up to the Fat Loss Kitchen, which is my brand new newsletter that I started to share healthy meals for completely free. I teamed up with a good friend who just so happens to be a chef too, and shares my passion for helping people to get healthier. Use the link in the description to sign up and be on the lookout every single Friday evening for a brand new recipe. Now back to Stuart. He claims that the pair aren't big eaters of fatty foods and eat all the green stuff, with him going for...
I mean, I will give them this. At least they are both adult enough to actually eat vegetables. They are not completely children.
A run on his segment, which somehow acts as proof that they do live a healthy lifestyle. However, as the age-old saying goes, you can't outrun a bad diet, which will become apparent later.
We try and eat all the green stuff, fruits, vegetables, not big eaters of crisps or fatty foods. And we seem to be putting on more weight, and it really is a complete mystery to us right now.
Now, just like most people who are overweight, it's not...
So I would probably say they have got past the initial barrier of like, they have got past the acceptance part, and they're trying to like lose weight, but it's the hunger factor that they're trying to get past, I would imagine, because they're probably their food choices are probably mostly right. It's the food amounts that I would imagine are off.
Just their physical health which is being impacted, it's their mental health too. For Stuart, he feels incredibly self-conscious about his size, admitting that he feels uncomfortable when Ronnie hugs him in a certain way because it makes him feel too fat, which he says massively impacts their love life. And Ronnie is also clearly affected by her size too, as her first thought after Stuart proposed to her was that she needs to lose weight for the wedding.
I don't want to be a big potato in a white dress walking down the aisle.
I want her to be looking up at me thinking,
see, these guys are at least sensible and are not living in delusion. This is a massive, this is a massive plus and puts you like leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else.
wow, isn't he the most handsome I've ever seen him? And that's something I want to do for her, more than for me. I want her to really know that she's marrying, me looking as good as I can.
So with their goals of losing weight for the wedding confirmed and the mystery of their weight gain looming over them, they call in the big guns to help them cut weight, which comes in the form of no-nonsense TV host Anna Richardson, who gets straight into the big question.
Right, we're going to get straight into it with food, because that's why we're here. What would you eat for dinner?
It's all home cooked, and we will always have...
Okay.
Really, we have homemade curries, bologneses, we'll have chili con carnes.
One YouTuber commenter wrote, I feel like people on this show thinks that adding vegetables to a meal magically makes it low calorie.
Yeah.
Which
just because you add vegetables doesn't make it like auto healthy. In fact, I mean, just by sheer definition alone, you're like adding more calories, but also I would say like you're adding more like volume to the food itself. But yeah, like just because you add vegetables doesn't make it healthy. It's like it also depends on like how you're cooking the vegetables. Are you like slathering them in oil, salt, pepper, and all that shit? I mean, sometimes it's fine. It's like, who gives a shit? But like, if you're doing it like consistently with like a lot of like fat to the vegetables, yeah, you end up negating your goal of what you're trying to do.
Sums up their thought process entirely.
And if this is actually real, like 5.7K up thumbs, damn.
Anna asks the pair what they are looking for from the show.
What exactly is it really that you want to get out of this process, Stuart?
Be able to understand why the healthy lifestyle that we're trying to lead isn't working and it isn't giving us the good health benefits that we should be getting out. The moment we're putting healthy food in and we're not getting a healthy life out, which doesn't seem to make sense.
There's a slight hint of delusion in here, and probably a lot of denial, especially from Stuart, but I think we should give them the benefit of the doubt.
A delusion and denial going on. So this is the part, this is the gray area for me. Some people genuinely think they are doing the right thing, but they're not sure of whether or not, like, if these guys are like eating quote unquote a bunch of healthy stuff and they're still putting on weight and still wondering why they are not losing weight, well, then I think this is like a speed bump for like an average person. It's like, because I mean, again, most people don't want to go to the gym, but you saw the dude like running, all right? So that's like a start. It's like people will do, there's so much mental gymnastics people will do to like negotiate with themselves to not go to the gym or work out. And it's crazy to me. So like, I mean, maybe it is denial and delusion. Maybe it is. Because like, people usually, like regular people, when you like stick a camera on them, all of a sudden they start telling the truth. So I don't know, maybe if this lady, like her follow-up question would be, well, why do you think so? Maybe they would actually say, well, I think we're eating too much still. Maybe.
And see exactly how they eat. So their home is rigged up with cameras to watch their every move. And on top of this, 2 private investigators are going to be secretly following them. And the results they find will be absolutely shocking for the pair. So
they just stick cameras in the house. Oh my god, dude. It's just like, oh, it's a camera, don't worry about it. Just go about your day.
Prepares a very bland looking ham salad for her lunch the next day, which was captured on the cameras. They decide to go out for their
that's probably, they probably altered their like their regular diets, and it's like, oh, we're on camera now we got to try to actually be healthy.
dinner away from the prying eyes of the surveillance team in their house. However, the pair do not know that they are being followed, and on their very first day
they're getting followed
of the plan, prove they do not eat healthy at all.
They're off for pizza. They might.
Yeah, didn't they just say, like, we try to cook like mostly for ourselves? I mean, maybe this is like a one-time deal, but it's not looking good, buddy.
Think that we don't know what they're up to, but our PI is 2 steps behind them.
After being seated in Pizza Express, the private investigator reveals the pair ordered starters consisting of garlic bread and antipasto, or just an Italian platter of meats and cheese, which brought the total calories for this to around 1,400, and that was just a starter.
Yeah.
He had a 4-cheese pizza with an egg and tuna on top. Outside of this sounding pretty grim, it also contained over 750 calories, which in all honesty isn't even too bad for a pizza. Stuart also had a chicken pizza which was 900 calories. And if pizza wasn't bad enough, they lashed on olive oil, which was estimated to be around 150 calories worth. They followed up their meal.
Yeah, but like 160 calories for like what, 2 tablespoons? Who knows if they're actually putting 2 tablespoons on there, but like whatever. I mean, yeah, it's like all these like little tiny things of like 200, 300, 1500 divided by 2. Each own personal little pizza. It's like all this shit adds up, dude.
With calorie-heavy alcoholic drinks and even had coffee and desserts after.
Latte and pudding.
Done, Stuart had eaten 2,100 calories.
Yeah, that's a day. That's almost a day's. Well, that for like an average sized person, that's a day's worth of calories in one meal.
1,700. Having this massive meal, after claiming to the audience that their weight gain is just a complete mystery, surely puts their delusion on show. I do think they probably are just either in denial or lying to themselves about the amount of calories they're eating, or simply just aren't educated enough on how much they should be eating.
That is more likely the case, just not educated enough. Like me personally, I don't really like go out that often. Like I do, but it's like my friends like make fun of me for like not going out and only like cooking at home. I mean, it's whatever.
The couple were followed for the rest of the week, which obviously they didn't know about, and the investigators tracked everything they ate. They spied on what coffees they drank, what meals they ordered, and even how much popcorn they ate when they went to the cinema.
Okay, popcorn ain't that bad. The thing about popcorn is the butter and the salt. Okay? Popcorn by itself is a pretty good snack. Okay? Very low calorie. You can have a shitload of it. It's very voluminous. It's kind of crunchy-ish. It's the butter on top of it and like the powdered cheese, the salt, whatever else you put on it. That's where all the calories are.
Nothing was left unknown. This is completely different to the other shows I cover, especially My 600 Pound Life.
Oh, yeah.
It leads to a massive wake-up call at the end of the show, as the host reveals exactly what the pair ate throughout the week, with...
Also, with this being a show, I would also question if this is all scripted. Don't forget about that option. All right? If anything, that could very well be like an option if like this is just all scripted or whatever. I mean, who cares really at the end of the day if it's fake or not?
Shocking results.
Ronnie and Stuart said they wanted the truth about why they can't lose weight. Now, in the instant room behind this secret wall, we're about to reveal the evidence to them.
After the big reveal, the pair are shown what they really ate throughout the week, and it seems to be actually similar to what they claimed. Outside of the pizza, Ronnie claimed prior to the show that she ate around 1,800 calories a day, which is from a mixture of healthy foods such as seeds, fruits, vegetables, and whole meals. If she was consistently doing this, weight loss would have been easy. However, as we'll come to find out, it seemed like they were trying to play the system a little bit.
Oh.
Like I mentioned, Ronnie swears
It's pizza with vegetables. It's pasta with vegetables.
that this is her typical diet, that she eats these healthy foods consistently and rarely eats out in a normal week, which left the host Anna a bit confused.
Is it fair to say that the food that we see here today is more or less representative of what you had for the week? You think so? Okay.
I think so.
I'm surprised by that because our dietitian did some number crunching looking at this.
Oh boy.
And she was saying that actually there is not enough food on these tables for you guys to maintain your weight or even to put on the weight. Wow. No. So there's just not enough food here.
The pair agreed with Anna that there wasn't enough food to maintain their size, and they were right, because there simply isn't enough food there to get them to the weight they are. If they did really eat this on a weekly basis, even with the high calorie foods once every couple of weeks, there's no way they wouldn't lose weight. And Anna saw this too, and asked the burning question.
So then what happened?
I guarantee you're thinking right now.
So we need to kind of ask a couple of questions, which is, were you aware of the cameras this week, and do you think maybe you weren't eating quite as much as you normally do?
For me, this week, I did have one of the days I wasn't very well.
Ah.
So I actually did eat less. But just on one of the days. The other days, I did what I would normally...
Was normal?
Do, yeah.
So after Ronnie cemented that yes, this is a normal week, Anna dropped a massive bombshell.
Well, in that case, I mean, you know, you guys are a challenge for us. Because actually what happened this week, you lost weight.
Now you can make of this what you will,
Oh,
but in my opinion, it's pretty easy to see that this is not what she really eats on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, she was like kind of fake. What'd I say? Because the cameras are on you, because the eyes are on, it's like, oh shit, we actually have to do the shit now. Damn it, I might as well do it. Oh, that's what I said, dude.
The show is called Secret Eaters for a reason, and it's clear she's doing exactly that. The week that the cameras were on her, she ate less and did lose weight, which just proved to her that it was possible. However, it shouldn't take private investigators and your house being surveilled to stop the denial that you're eating so much food.
But it does. It does take you being in the spotlight. That's what it takes. Because they perceived their lives being on the forefront for all of the public to see on whether or not they were going to like be truthful. I mean, nobody wants to be perceived as a liar, right? So it's like, oh shit. So we don't get to see her like what she was eating before she was on the show. While she was on the show, it's like, okay, better straighten up, better like, because I could tell like the reason I could tell was because that Tupperware looked absolutely immaculate, and there were like no scratches on it. It wasn't getting like foggy or anything. There wasn't any like scrub marks on it. That's how I could tell, but I didn't want to say anything. That little Tupperware thing was like, it almost like wasn't even used when she was making up that little salad thing or whatever. It's like, that's how I could tell that's full of bullshit.
Despite Anna accusing Ronnie of gaming the show, she does get to her level and offer her some genuine advice.
You think other people look at you and say, well, she's a big girl, she must be a right slob, and she's probably scoffing doner kebabs every night, which we know isn't happening. Yeah. But you are picking and you are taking in extra calories from whatever source, even though they're healthy sources. Yeah. If we could just reduce your intake, even by 100, 200 calories, that will...
See, reduce, and pay attention to what she says. Reduce the calories and not the volume, right? Food volume is also important, because when you have like a physically full stomach, that also makes you not hungry.
Impact your weight. So it can be done. It might be difficult for you, but it can be done.
They gave Ronnie a 1,500 calorie diet plan to follow in order to lose weight, and we'll catch up with her in a few weeks after the show to see how she gets on.
I mean, shit, 1,500 calories? That's like on the backside of like a diet. I mean, I think something a little bit easier. I mean, that's like 1,500. I mean, shit, dude. A little bit more sensible would be like, oh, like, because how much you weigh? Like 300 pounds? Bro, like, you could have started her on like 2,500, and then every 2 weeks, like, minus another, I don't know, like, minus 100 calories, and then just like figure it out, like what I did. I mean, I don't know, like, what the general gist is, how like people diet down, but like, starting at 1,500 calories, this is like pretty steep. Right, you have to be extremely smart to figure out to make very voluminous meals at 1,500 calories, and not like lose your mind because all you're gonna do is like just eat salads and broccoli. All right, nobody wants to do that. Hopefully, she survives the diet and doesn't like yo-yo back, right? Because one of the goals that this person, that lady should have, is to not have the diet be temporary, but make it a like way of life. Have like meals or whatever like planned out, so that they're meals that like you like to eat, you know, not just like your diet only meals.
On, which we will see the results of very soon. After Anna had finished giving advice to Ronnie on her situation, she then turned her sights onto Stuart, who surprisingly seemed to be a bit more honest about why he snacks.
To find out, PI Cameron's recruited Stuart's work colleague Ian as a spy to gather evidence.
After hiring a work colleague to watch what Stuart eats, he reveals that Stuart ate a Twix and a little sweet lollipop. Honestly, this wasn't even too bad, and certainly not enough to gain a massive amount of weight. However,
yeah, how much calories in like a Twix? Probably like 350, right? For like 2 bars. And then a lollipop, what is that? Like 100?
However, Stuart does admit that this happens more often than not, and gives a pretty relatable reason for his overeating.
But again, you know, you did have the chocolate.
I did.
You did have the sweeties.
Yeah.
There is a chocolate machine on the floor upstairs.
Yeah.
In our little chill out area. So if I'm stressed, my first reaction is, well, let's get away from the pressure situation. If I've got change in my pocket and I'm feeling that real angst, then yeah, I'll go for the odd chocolate bar.
The cameras also caught him snacking on chocolate throughout the day too.
Oh shit, what is this? Is it like Valentine's Day every day? Is it Easter every day? What is this?
Just because it was so easy to access, such as having a big box of chocolates in the kitchen or the glass of sweets right next to
Bro, I can't imagine being like an adult and going down the candy aisle and just casually having candy in my house. That's just so weird to me. Maybe I'm weird, but that just seems weird being an adult buying candy.
To him. This is something that will catch a lot of people off guard. It may seem like you're just having 1 or 2 chocolate pieces, but throughout the day and throughout the weeks, it adds up, and more often than not, can be the reason for steady weight gain. But it wasn't just a snacking either, as Stuart's reluctance to cook was also on show. With Ronnie—
Oh, reluctance to cook, aka unwillingness to cook. That's a big factor. Not a lot of people know how to cook. That's a big, massive factor. You know, people just, it's like, oh, what do I cook? I don't know. Look in the fridge. They look at the fridge and there's nothing. It's a fridge full of condiments. Oh, well, let's just go out and get McDonald's. Let's just go out to Chili's. Let's just go out to Wendy's. Fuck it.
out of the house and not cooking a meal one night, Stuart decided to go to the supermarket to indulge in a microwave meal, or a TV dinner in America, which...
Yeah, I mean, this isn't like the worst thing. Like, these little doodads are... They're just like, okay. I mean, but like, what then? If this is the case, then that lady earlier in the video, she's like, oh, we cook ourselves or whatever. But now, was it just the woman saying she only cooks for herself and for him, but then he doesn't know how to cook? He just knows how to like microwave shit. And because he doesn't know how to cook, he's just gonna go out and like get like these things. They're like not the worst, but while they may be like very calorie conscious, like they will not be very filling at all. Because like you could see, like this is the entire box, this like little wrapper. This is like the edge of the box right here, right? And then look at like he's holding it kind of like an angle, so like the pasta just sags down. It's like a Doritos bag or a bag of chips, right? Like you grab the bag of chips and it's only like halfway full. Well, it's like, well, fuck. Right?
Are just loaded with salt and calories.
In a tomato and basil sauce, so...
This pasta bake is labelled as a meal for two, so...
Yeah, like I didn't even see the calories. Could I even see the calories in there? Bro, what is this? 800 grams? Was that the weight? Okay. Where's the calories on here? Where's the nutrition label? I don't know. What is this? Like England nutrition label? What the fuck?
Meal for two, so will he leave half? We picked up the trail back at his flat. Going, gone.
Stuart himself ate a 1,100...
Okay, so maybe that specific one was like really calorie dense, okay?
50 calorie meal, which means that this was around half his daily calories. And if anyone's ever eaten one of these meals, you'll know that they're not exactly filling either, which is the opposite of the meals featured in my newsletter, The Fat Loss Kitchen. The link's in the description. Stuart was also put on a healthy eating plan off the back of this, with the goal to eat less than 2,000 calories a day. They were given 10 weeks in total to stick to their plan and lose some weight, and I've got to say, the results were genuinely impressive. Before we look at their physical differences, the pair shared the mental differences, and it isn't surprising that after they started to control their diet, they genuinely felt better about themselves.
For 10 weeks, Ronnie and Stuart have stuck to a healthy eating plan.
I feel calmer, I feel healthy.
Wait, but wasn't it in the beginning of the video that we said the woman was 300, almost 300 pounds? How much was his weight? So what, because she was heavier, she had to go on a more drastic diet? And because he's like a dude with like more like natural muscle or whatever, he got put on like slightly less than 2K? Because like, I mean, I don't know if, I doubt these guys are like gonna stick to their diets. I mean, probably not, right? I don't know.
Healthier. It's actually great.
And you can actually see the difference in their bodies and their confidence. And when the weight loss amount is revealed, it's easy to see why. Stuart ended up losing 1 stone 6 pounds, so 20 pounds in 10 weeks.
Oh, 20 pounds, 10 weeks, about 2 pounds a week. All right, that's actually very sensible.
Which is a good, healthy amount to lose. Ronnie's weight loss was even more impressive too, losing 1 stone 8 pounds, a 22 pound weight loss in total. Their weight loss
22 pounds, okay, wow.
Despite their objections at the beginning and their clear denial about their eating habits, proves that if anyone sticks to a plan, they can lose weight. It shows that there truly is no mystery in weight gain, only denial and self-deceit, which can be extremely difficult to overcome.
There's denial, self-deceit, and I would also say a big factor is like just being uneducated on what to eat. I mean, yeah, I would imagine people know like kind of like what to eat, but they don't know how to like make it taste good. Because I'm pretty sure most people would eat like healthy, sensible meals if they taste good, but like the connotation with healthy foods is like they taste bad. Which, you know, if you're skilled enough, it doesn't have to be the case.
Let me know if you like this video. It was a bit different than my usual stuff, but it was fun covering a different weight loss show. Now,
oh,
if
yeah.
you want to see people who have been truly consumed by their eating addictions, click the video that's on your screen now to see the craziest meals ever eaten on my 600-pound life, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh.
How many calories you ate?
Well, that was a good little video. I mean, and I think a lot of people are in the same boat that these guys are in. Like, they will eat kind of okay, but then they are okay with eating vegetables, but because of all of the other excess calories that they eat, they just sprinkle vegetables on top of it and try to just be like, I'm healthy. Yeah, I think this is, a lot of people are in this boat, if anything. I mean, especially over here in America. But yeah, overall, very cool video. I did not even know that they made shows like that over there. Oh, this is crazy. And oh, there's a cookbook. Craig's High Protein Cookbook. All right, very cool. Maybe I'll go check that out. What's the vibes about this? People tend to forget about liquid calories. Yeah, sweet tea used to be my downfall. Also, having a big meal once in a while isn't bad, or treating yourself to something unhealthy isn't what. It's when it becomes every day that's the problem. Yeah. Pizza with an egg and tuna on top. Are y'all okay over there in the UK? What the fuck is that? What did he say? That sounded horrific. Oh, yeah. I said, like, I heard that part, but I was like, maybe that's normal. And I just kept it in my head. I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh man, okay, pretty good video, dude. I like it. Keep them coming, dude. But that's it for me. I'll catch you on the next one. All right, later.